and thank you so much for watching the forum. I'm your host, Ashley Tate, here with my co-host, Christy Largent. And today we are going to be talking about women, all about women today. And we're here with members from the American Association of University of Women. And I have Janelle Longnecker and Cherie Anderson. So thank you guys so much for coming on. We have a lot to talk about.
I think most people know the organization by the name AAUW.
Yes.
That's what you're known for, because the other is a big mouthful.
Yes.
So tell us about, what is the organization, how did it get started, and how long has it been active here in Reading?
Yeah.
Well, AAUW has been here for 75 years. We're having a big birthday celebration in June.
Ooh, wow.
It was established in 1942 by a woman named Maida Gandhi, and she and some of her college friends decided to start a branch of AAUW up here in Reading, and it's been going strong ever since.
Wow.
And what is I'm sorry.
Well, I started to say the purpose for starting this branch was to give women a little more autonomy.
Okay.
At that time, it was still a man's world. Not anymore, right?
Right. No, in my mind, it never was.
You're right.
Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah, good.
Ignore reality.
Exactly.
And so they wanted to have women involved in things. They wanted to bring experiences for these women to get them out. Now, they were college women themselves, which was a big head start.
Yeah.
Because at that time, there were not many college women.
Right, exactly.
Here in Reading, right.
So AAU nationally is an organization just set up for women who have gone to college and are trying to help each other get opportunities. Is that kind of what the setup is for?
Do you want to address that?
It is, and one of the major efforts that they have of every AAUW, no matter where it is to provide scholarships for women.
Okay.
And legal advocacy for women.
Wow.
That has become a big issue in the last few years.
Really?
Yeah.
And we have a very, very, very powerful group that have taken things for court action and mediation, all kinds of, and they're making steps. We, in some of our universities, I'm not going to be too specific.
Sure.
Here in California, we have had women who've been professors at the school and are not getting the same salary as another professor at the same time. They're not getting their degrees given the recognition they should.
Oh, wow.
So that's been the issue I know mostly about. Right?
And I also wanted to point out that it's an international organization as well.
Oh, wow.
It's not just local and state or national, it's international.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And we do have men who are members.
We do.
We've opened up to, what's the junior college degree?
Associate
are also members, and then some people can appeal and have appealed because they have so many credits at diverse schools, but they equal more than a regular degree, and so they've become members. And we have men in our unit. We have men.
Now, how long have you guys opened it up to men?
A couple of years only.
Just a couple of years.
Okay.
So that's new.
Yeah, that's
Is
great.
it so they can meet dates, or?
No, to be honest, most of them come with their wives.
Okay.
But in the Bay Area, I know there are men who are there who just believe they're true believers in equal rights for everyone, and so
They just want to support. They find this as a way to get support.
Sure.
Plus, it's easy,
you're going to meet some real
That's true.
sharp women.
That's right.
educated, powerful. Yeah.
Exactly. So, what is the Women in STEM conference? I know we're going to talk later in the day, or in the program with some engineers. So, tell us about your Women in STEM conference and also the AAUW connection with that.
Yes.
Oh, in Reading, we are the STEM conference for AAUW.
Right.
Yes.
Keep going.
And it is a one-day experience that we open up to
Sixth, seventh,
sixth, seventh, and eighth grade girls.
from all over the county.
And we introduce them to activities in the science field. And I think we had 300 or 400 girls.
Closer to 300, sure.
Okay, going to our
Just last
STEM
weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
March
fantastic.
18th.
Yeah.
And how long have you guys been doing that?
Every other year for maybe 10 years.
Wow.
But last year, they were so successful that they said, this is too good. We're missing a grade if we skip a year.
That's true,
So
yeah.
now they're doing it every year.
Every year. That's
Every year.
fantastic.
And when I first said that, I went, oh my gosh, because it is tons of work.
Absolutely, any event.
And
yeah.
I was like, oh, can we? And the one I just walked away from last weekend was so
So
good.
powerful, isn't it?
When you
These
talk to
kids, you give them a vision for what's possible.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I-
And we have guest speakers that come.
from all over
and
different
talk about
careers.
different
Oh, wow.
careers and occupations in
From
the science
veterinarians
field.
to cooks to, I was in the session where they were learning to program and decode and code computers, programs. It's like,
And
oh boy,
I think
over my head and wonderful.
My daughter's favorite, she went as a 6th grader, and her favorite was the neuroscience
Oh, yes.
components. There were a couple things on neuroscience.
Now, is it a mandatory thing? Like your daughter went, is it mandatory or is it something that you
No, it's
find
just
out
like
about and you sign?
yeah.
Okay.
They advertised. And,
They advertise
yeah.
and
I don't think does it even cost anything. If it does, it's nominal.
Okay.
It does
Yeah.
cost it, but it is
Yeah,
nominal.
it's nominal, but it was
Okay.
so worth it.
and
It's
if
a really
there are
fun.
scholarships for girls who need to go and
Yes,
don't have
okay, okay. That's
Forensics.
fantastic.
Forensics was one that was really popular.
Forensics, yeah, of course, CSI.
Yeah, that's right. So that, and how many of those? I think there must be, oh my gosh, I'm going to say maybe 30, 40 different topics that they cover.
That's
And they have
fantastic.
volunteers, you know,
Yeah.
to come and do that.
Now,
That's
do you
right.
work with other organizations when you're putting this on, or?
Nope.
Just
There
you.
are several organizations that have gotten on the bandwagon
Yeah.
of offering something like this, but I think we were forefront in
Oh,
doing
that's
it.
fantastic.
And it's our membership that puts it on. And all those husbands
Yeah, they all help.
get pulled in.
Yeah.
And our teenage daughters and sons who
Sure,
can help out.
yes.
and
Sure.
Help
Oh,
carry
that's
furniture,
great.
that kind of thing.
So you have another really exciting thing that happens every summer at universities all over America called the Tech Trek Conference. And we have some girls from Reading that'll be going down this summer. So why don't you tell a little bit about that? Our listeners might want to, our viewers might want to know, and also how their children could be exposed to that.
Tech Trek is an AAUW activity where the different branches in the state send girls to this. It's about a week long
It is a week. They
experience.
live there. It's a camp
Oh, wow.
Summer
It's,
camp.
it's like a summer camp, a science
on campus.
summer camp. Now, the girls from Shasta County, they go down to Davis.
Right.
And maybe some other girls may go to Stanford
Wow,
from
yeah.
another part of the state. And this year, we're sending 3,
I know 2 for sure.
2 for sure, from Shasta Lake School.
Okay.
We each year we choose a different school in Shasta County and offer scholarships to these girls to
Yes.
attend for a week.
And
That
it's
is
for
fantastic.
upcoming 8th grade girls. So they're all the same age.
Right.
And they must have to apply and get chosen, correct?
They
To
apply
get to
at
go.
their school. Their school
Right.
sends out notice, and every girl in the school then
Yeah.
can do that.
Right.
And then the school staff determine pretty well who's
Right,
coming.
who's going to go? Okay, that's fantastic.
And when after they've gone, I think they're all just frightened when they're leaving. But when they come back, they come up and give a presentation to our meeting and tell
nice.
us what they learned. And that's really delightful.
Yes.
Because
They're
talk
so
about
excited.
Yes,
Yeah.
and talk about standing in front of maybe 100 women or people.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's really good.
Well, and what a great exposure. You know, we're in
Absolutely.
Reading, but you're exposed to the world through
Yes.
activities like this. So.
Yes.
Right.
Now, it sounds like you guys are doing a lot of things for the community. Now, if someone wants to support what you're doing, how would they do that? How do they become a member? How do they find out if they qualify to be a member?
Well, we have a website. Just look up AAUWreading.org.
Yep.
Right.
And
It'll have the name of our membership person, and which changes every year. So
And how much is your membership per year?
oh, it just went up a little bit because
Yes,
of that national. I'm saying $98. I'm making
Oh,
that.
okay, okay.
right, $98, and that not only it probably goes into our scholarship fund, and then our
Legal advocacy fund.
yeah.
And locally, we have it. So there are lots of uses of that money.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. It's good to know because
And
you guys
we-
are doing a lot.
And we do have people who simply just donate to us. they're not members. They
Okay.
want to. We accept
They just
that.
wanna
Like
support
every
you.
group,
Right.
you like you guys with your own drives. To,
Yeah.
Right. And another way of raising money, we have that home tour.
Yes.
Oh,
We
that's
have
right.
that
That is a
marvelous home
tour.
tour that has been going 46, 48 years now. It's in the fall, the first Saturday of November. The community looks forward to that. We have hundreds and hundreds of mostly women, but men too, that go through the homes that we've chosen for the year. And so those funds go into scholarships.
those funds do go to scholarships. They
that's
are
great.
Right.
and that scholarship fund varies sometimes between on a really rough year economically for the nation. It could be down to only 12, 13,000, but then other years we've been up to 20, 22,000.
That's fantastic.
Wow. So are all the scholarships listed on your website, or if a student were wanting to go to college and starting to look at what scholarships are available?
Yeah, that would be on the website also,
All on their
scholarships.
website.
Now, we do have a scholarship over at Shasta College, don't we?
They are for those
For
students
continuing
to a 4-year school.
to a 4-year school.
Oh, that's
and so they can go to their the counselor's office, I think, and look at the list of scholarships, and they'll see AAUW.
Oh, okay.
Simpson also is a part of our immediate scholarship. They have the same thing.
I just want to ask one question about your AAUW home tour.
Yes.
Because it is interesting, I mean, and to know that the money goes to the scholarships, that's a great reason to buy a ticket. But the other thing is, how do you find those homes? Like, do they say, hey,
We have both
That's a
served
million-dollar
as
question.
chairs.
Yeah.
You beg, you prod, you say, do you know who, how, what, and then you have to have people who simply are willing to open their homes.
yes,
Right, for a
yes.
good cause. You can imagine after doing this for 45 plus years.
Run out of homes.
It's a tough job.
Yeah.
But we do it every year.
Now, can people volunteer their homes?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, now if you
Same
have a home,
website.
see?
Yes. You have a magical
AAUW.
home that everyone
Reading.
needs to see and want to
Yes.
share and support a good cause. AAUWreading.org
Yes.
is where you go. And really for anything, for membership, for donating, for getting involved, for celebrating with them on their 75th anniversary.
Oh, tell me,
Congratulations.
did you say who's coming?
That's in June. You mentioned that big
Yes.
party. And
speakers.
you can tell they're a fun group of women. Lots of dynamic, exciting women that get together. Do you have monthly meetings?
Yes,
We
we
have
do.
monthly
Yeah.
meetings, we have monthly guest speakers, we have interest groups, everything from our wine tasting group to
Oh, on that note, I'm going to leave it because we got to take a break.
She wanted to say really fast who her guest speaker is.
Okay.
the guest speaker in June at our 75th anniversary party is Gail Hutchinson, who is the president of Chico State University.
Quite a coup.
First woman.
First woman president
Yeah.
of Chico State.
Awesome. Thanks for watching. We're going to take a quick break. You guys were so awesome to come on. AAUWreading.org is the website, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Hi, and we are back, and we're still sticking with the theme of women. And today we are talking to a young woman who is part of the Society of Women Engineers. Her name is Shelby Freese, and she is going to talk to us about what Society of Women Engineers is and tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
Okay, so Society of Women Engineers is a nonprofit organization that advocates for women in STEM or STEM-related field careers, and so I am in the Chico State section of our national organization, but we are the Chico State section, and I'm currently our Imagineer Day chair, Public Relations Chair, and President-elect for next year.
Wow.
So a lot going on.
Active
Yeah.
plus school.
Yeah, plus school. But
Fantastic.
yeah.
Now you're mentioning this Imagineer Day, but all of us have no idea what that is. So tell us a little bit about what Imagineer Day is.
So Imagineer Day is a day where we have K through now 8, which is our new thing for this year. Kids come and we have a K through 3 track where they rotate out of 4 engineering labs throughout the day, and then we have a 4th through 6 track, and then this year brand new we have a 7th and 8th track where they stay stationary and do Mindstorm Lego kits all day, and they're doing programming and all that fun stuff. And so
what this is from?
Yes, these are our t-shirts. This is for our event for this year, which is tomorrow. So yeah, very exciting. Our theme is Finding Dory, and so we incorporate Finding Dory into all of our labs, of which all the labs that we do have, our clubs on campus actually are running with us.
Okay.
And so for instance, Finding Dory, I'm also in Formula SAE at school, and so we have them coming in and doing a lab with 4th through 6th graders of called Swimming Dory. And so they're gonna do the hydraulic system of like in a car.
Yes.
And they're gonna make it to where like how Dory's tail will move in the water. So it's really exciting.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Now, you, all of her language, Formula SIE, now what is that and how, or is that too much to break down?
It's just Society of Automotive Engineers.
Oh, okay.
It's a race team on campus.
Oh, okay. See, hey, you have a lot of things. So you guys are also known as SWE, right?
Right.
So tell us something about like what you actually do outside of this. So we know you put on events for kids, and then what other types of things?
So we do professional development as well. We travel to both regional and national conferences, well, mostly international.
Okay.
International. And so we network with professionals. We attend seminars on how to improve our leadership, how to improve our skills together as students, and how to work together as a team effectively, and efficiently.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we're really hoping for some more professional development this year.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're women engineers, so it's only women, is this correct?
No,
Your
men can
association?
actually join. Our treasurer this year was a male.
I don't get this. Same thing with AUW. Why does a man want to be in a women's association?
Promoting diversity.
Oh, I love it. Good answer. That's a fantastic answer.
So yeah, we do have male members. I mean, we have a lot of males actually involved in our Imagineer Day. We have all of them barbecuing our food for the kids, and yeah.
So it's a team effort.
Big
Because
team.
now, do you guys do stuff with the regular engineering? I mean, you have crossover membership, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Society of is it American Engineers? There's an engineer
right,
society,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, so we have a lot of actual societies on campus. We mainly just stick with our Society of Women Engineers, which we do connect with our professional section regions within our Region A, which is what we are in.
Sure.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Because I think we have a Society of Women Engineers up here.
We do,
which we
in
talked
Reading.
about earlier. Yeah. And when you came on, I was a little confused when we were talking about the WOW, but I love that all of the engineering societies are really trying to reach our kids and show them what types of careers and options they have available.
Yeah.
Yes, men and women.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely,
obviously,
yes.
we are excited about the women because, like, when I was in school, I didn't know a single engineer that was a woman.
No.
My brother went to school for engineering.
Yeah.
He's a boy. I never would have. Of course, I'm not wired that way, but
No.
I love that it's an option.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like what you're doing. And so you're in what grade at Chico State? What year are you?
I'm a third year.
Okay.
So now this summer, tell us about what you're doing this
Yeah.
summer. It's kind of exciting.
So this summer I have an internship in Indiana, of which I traveled to our national conference in Philadelphia last year for Society of Women Engineers, where my interview took place, and I was offered an internship for the summer at Cummins in Indiana. And I was offered my internship in one interview, and so I was really excited about that. And so yeah, I'll be testing engines, high horsepower engines, with them there. So it's really exciting. I'm really excited to further my knowledge in engines and all the development of that.
I just have to say that Shelby's being very, very, very humble.
Modest.
Yes. This is a huge internship. And to get it off of one interview, and then also you also got it you were at your SWE national conference, is that correct?
Regional conference. Yes.
A regional conference.
Right.
And-
But she was involved in the field. This is what we tell young people. Get involved with
Yes.
this. And
Yes.
those of you watching who maybe are not so young, get involved.
Yeah, that's true.
Look for ways to broaden yourself, and your life will be so much richer.
Absolutely.
And that's what you've done. If you hadn't been at that conference
Yeah.
and made those connections, you would have never got the interview, you would have never got the internship, and
No.
who knows where that will lead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so now you're doing manufacturing engineering, is
Yes,
that right?
yes.
Okay. So what type of stuff does that entail? Like what does that mean?
So for an example, at my internship, I will be quality testing essentially. So I'll get a complete made engine and test it on a dyno and ensure that it is of standards, is of quality to actually perform what is needed of that engine to perform. And then once it passed all the tests, then it is available to be sold and all that.
Just a little intimidating for me. Very, very, very bright young woman.
Yes.
So
pouring back into our community.
Yes.
Because really that's what you're doing. And
Yes.
Chico, you're doing here in Reading with Imagineer Conference.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah. So what are you going to end up with? What will your degree be then when you're finished with your education?
Degree, well, I'm first getting a Bachelor of Science in Sustainable Manufacturing, which will be technically I'll be a manufacturing engineer.
Oh, yeah.
And then following that, I'm going to stay one more additional year and get an MBA specialized in project management because you work on a lot of projects as an engineer. So I feel to have that business mindset and that aspect is very important for engineering.
Yeah.
I want to tell your mom, good job.
Yeah.
She did a great job with you. You are really thinking ahead, and you have a lot of stuff going on.
Thank you.
You really do. Now, you did get a regional award, is that correct?
I did. So
Tell us
this
about that.
last February, my colleague Kylie Davis and I both received regional awards, of which there are only 2 available for our region. So we swept, the awards, which is really awesome for Chico State to put ourselves on that map.
Yes.
We have Stanford, Berkeley, Davis. They're all in our region, and they are all available up for grabs for these awards.
Wow.
And so these
You
awards,
beat them out.
yeah,
That's right.
really exciting.
All
And
right, bye, girl.
thank you. And
Awesome.
so they were among the basis of our outstanding community involvement, our
Yes.
leadership within our section, and on a regional level.
Wow.
So it was the leadership award.
Yes.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can tell,
Yeah.
everything says leader.
Yeah.
So, okay, go ahead, Christy. Sorry.
I was just going to say, how did you decide to go into engineering?
So I actually grew up in racing. My dad, grandparents, even my nana all drag raced. And then it transformed into us kids. Growing up in karting, we started at the age of 5. And so we traveled the nation doing that. My parents met racing BMX. And so in middle school, we raced BMX. We did the whole national circuit on the East Coast.
Oh my goodness.
So I have a lot of traveling, and I feel like all the traveling and being a part of a team growing up at a very young age was so important. And you learn diversity like tremendously, and I feel that has contributed significantly to how I am in my college career.
Yeah.
And then, so still, like bringing your question full circle, I hear all that, and that's great, but you really could have gone into anything doing with those types of experiences. So what was it, like the car and you had to like look at the engine, or like what made you get into engineering?
So I feel the hands-on aspect of how hands-on racing was, growing up with race cars in our garage and us kids racing, go-karts, we have engines, you have the whole deal right there, and you're very hands-on, you're changing, you're testing, you're learning, you're tuning for air and the temperature, a lot of tinkering, and I love that hands-on aspect. I feel that has made me into engineering, trying to go faster. That's always, trying to get that 10th, we're chasing that 10th all the time, and so I feel I want to translate that or transfer that into college and try to go, like, for instance, at Cummins with my engines there. So
Showing young girls how to do just that. I love that.
Right.
Chasing that 10th. I love that. I feel like that says it all, because you really are trying to better yourself in everything, and it's that competitive spirit, That is really, you are very interesting.
Yeah, it's a real. And where did you grow up then? What city did you? Are you from Reading?
No, I'm from Monterey.
Oh, from Monterey.
Yeah.
And you came to Chico?
Yeah.
Wow.
Love it.
Yeah. So that's neat. Well, what made you how long has the engineering day been going on?
This is our 5th annual one.
Okay.
And so we've actually, we started off with a small group of kids. We built it finally to 100 around the 2nd year. 3rd year, 150. Last year we got to 200, and this year we'll have 230 with that added 7th and 8th grade track, which is only comprised of 10 kids. But we had a survey last year, and these 6th graders really wanted to come back. And so we were like, what can we do to accommodate this so we can get them to come back and do something fun and new? And so that's where we got that idea from.
That's neat. And you advertise on Facebook. How do you get the word out? Through the schools, or?
Yes, we are on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We have a website, csuchico.swe.org, and we have connections within the schools. We have a connection with the homeschooling association.
Okay.
So we sell out very fast. All the boys' tickets sold out in 10 minutes.
Wow.
And 210 girls' tickets sold out in just under 11 days.
Wow,
I was going to ask if you were for both boys and girls, or if it was just strictly for girls.
We keep it a 90% attendance rate of girls.
That's good. Yeah, so it's good. I mean, it's such especially in this field, it's just so nice to give our girls the extra support.
Exactly.
You know, to make sure that they know these are really great options for them if they're talented that way.
Yes,
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You are so sweet to come on, Shelby. Thank you. It's funny your dad gave you a car name.
I know. I know.
The
irony.
That's cute. I love
Thank you
it.
for coming on.
Thank
we wish
you
you
for
all the
having
best.
me.
We can't
Yes,
wait
we
to see
do.
your name in lights. You're
Yeah.
obviously going places.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for watching us here at the Forum. What a fun day we've had watching women empowerment, really. It never gets old, does it? We'll see you again next time right here on the Forum.